20 ways you can earn money online using AI tools. So, I've been making money on the internet for over 10 years now. I've made over six figures before AI even came out. So, I just wanted to waffle at the camera, tell you what worked, tell you what didn't work, and give you some ideas and give you some AI tools to help you on your self employed entrepreneur making money online journey. So, let's just crack on with it. I'm not doing any editing. I'm just going to waffle into my webcam. So the first one I need to say is KDP, the Kindle on Amazon. That was my best earner, and it's still my best earner. You need to find a niche, write a book on it, publish it, see what happens. I did that when I started like 13 years ago, and then I made a swimming book, and it's like, oh, it's getting a quid a day, it's getting a sale a day, and then I was like, oh, where's the real money on Amazon? And the biggest market was romance. So your 50 Shades of Grey type stuff. I paid some people to write some books for me, publish them. They did really well. And then it's just a whole empire, a whole passive income stream for me now. So that's something you can look at. It is more competitive nowadays, but with AI tools, it's faster and easier than ever to actually make one. So anywhere you get stuck, you can either ask an AI to fix it or you can ask a human to fix it if you don't know what you're doing. So you're kind of the person that puts all the jigsaw pieces together, especially with all these AI tools now. So next thing I'll say is making video content like this. So if you're in the make money online niche, like that RPM on that. So RPM is like what advertisers pay you. So let's say I post this video on YouTube, I'm going to get a lot more money from this video because I'm telling you how to make money, and people are like, "Oh, let's make money off people trying to make money." And that's exactly what I'm doing, really. Full disclaimer. But I'm dropping some knowledge. I've not done this ever, so I'm testing the waters. I only post gaming content and streaming content, so like Minecraft and World of Warcraft and Overwatch and stuff. And the RPM I'll get to that is going to be much lower than like an expensive niche. So if you're targeting a niche which has got a lot of like money in it, you're doing better than like gamers, especially like free to play games or games with a young audience. You know what I mean? So you've got to target the right audience to make whatever money you're after. So when it comes to videos, you can do there's so many different types of videos. Like I'd recommend going into ChatGPT, pay for a proper account. So don't just use the free version because there's people like me that have been doing this 10 years and I'm using the paid version to brainstorm everything, put all the pieces together. Like whenever I launch a new project now, it happens so quick. Like I think back to 13 years ago when I first started, I can do like an entire year amount of work in a week that I can do now with AI. It's just absolutely insane. I'll give you a cool stat about my writing back in the day. So over 10 years, I did about 750,000 words, a decent amount of novels and some series in there. And then the year AI came out, or about 2 years after AI came out, my word count had jumped from 750K to 10 million. So, do you know what I mean? The productivity is just insane. So you need to be taking advantage of these AI tools and make some dosh for yourself online, mate. So next, I'm going to talk about we've done videos. So you've got like YouTube, you've got TikTok. Those are the ones I've got experience with, and they've actually paid me. You can go on like Facebook, you can go on Instagram, you can try like the reels and things like that. But YouTube is reliable. I get paid every month off YouTube. And then back in the day when TikTok was actually trending, I made a lot of money on TikTok, but it was like short bursts and there was no predictability. It was just like, did I blow up or did I not? Whereas YouTube, it's like a slow burn that goes up like this. Whereas TikTok, it's like nothing, boom, you made a grand, boom, you've made a grand. So that's the TikTok creativity fund. You need to make 1 minute plus videos, but it's always changing. So I do some research before you dive into TikTok. Whereas YouTube, you get your 4,000 watch hours, you get 1,000 subs, you post content people watch and search for, you start getting paid. It's really good. So in order so far, I'd go Amazon, YouTube, TikTok made some money, I can't complain. Another thing you can do is make a game. So you've got Steam, very popular. The good thing about Steam is people are already on Steam to spend money. Like the sales that go on, they're expecting to spend money. Same with Amazon. Like I've made more on Amazon than anywhere else because when people go onto Amazon, they're in shopping mode, they're in buy mode. Like let's buy some things. So what was I talking about? I've lost my train of thought. So we were talking about the game. So I made a game called Battle Babes. It's basically Uno but babes, like or Hearthstone but babes. And do you know what I mean? That's up and it's on the internet forever now. I can just queue the sales for like the next 5 years. and that's just like passive income, passive income, passive income. It gets like a sale every now and then. So eventually it's going to add up like all my others. What else have I done? You can now create music and art with AI. So this is like, I don't know, a bit controversial, but do you know what I mean? I've been around for donkeys on the internet, and what I can do now is incredible because I've got the vision for it. I just didn't have like the mechanical skill or the time to invest into all these like musical art forms and graphic design, things like that. Like I make my own covers for my books, I make my own thumbnails, blah blah blah. But AI is now so good that you might as well just take advantage of it. Like it's not going anywhere and it's only getting better. They've figured out all the ugly glitches. Like if you're smart, you can really like you can even do it for free. Like God, I could literally waffle for days into this camera about like all the things I get up to with just AI and creativity and entrepreneurship, blah blah blah. So I'm trying to keep this as condensed as possible. So if it's all over the place, I apologize. But literally create art using these online generators. You can use ChatGPT if you've already paid for that. They have the DALL thing. If not, you can use free ones. If you've got a beastie PC, I downloaded free ones called like Stable Diffusion, where you can literally just load it on your PC and you can print like just brilliant artwork, like thousands of artworks. And then the latest model that I've been using is Flux. That seems to be like creme de la creme, but you have to pay for that. It's about, I don't know, 5p a generation. But do you know what I mean? I'd spend £7 generating like 100 babes, then I make a DLC for Battle Babes, and then I put it on there. The coding, when it came to Battle Babes, I was stuck. I'm not used to C sharp. I'm used to like HTML and CSS and JavaScript for like on websites. Like I used to make websites back in the day. So moving over to C sharp was confusing for me, but I literally type everything into ChatGPT, and I was using Cloud a little bit as well, and it would fix all the coding problems. Anywhere I was just completely stuck, I had no idea what to do. Like I didn't even have to find a really techie person or beg people on forums or pay for someone experienced to sort it out. Now I can log into ChatGPT or Cloud and it just solves it, and it'll even code it for me, and it's really good and it fixes everything. It's just honestly incredible. Um, so I mean, I've touched on websites there, but I used to. If you could do this as well, nothing stopping you going into businesses, reaching out to people online. Do you want a website? I'll make you one for like 300 quid. If you want me to host it, I'll charge more. Blah blah blah. There's a whole thing for that. And then you can also do affiliate marketing. So let's say you make a popular website or a popular YouTube video, or do you know what I mean? Anywhere you can send people, that's called affiliate marketing. So if you're like fixing cars, you can send people through to like a car parts website if you're like refurbishing cars, and they get like a if they spend, I don't know, whatever they spend, you get like 5% of whatever they spend. So you have to look for these affiliate schemes. Like the one I started with was Amazon. So picture this: when I was like balling and making loads back in 2018, I'd send my readers through an email that so collect emails as well. You always want to be collecting emails. Emails are very valuable. But I'd collect these emails, I'd send the books off to them, they'd read it, and then at the end of the book, there'd be like Amazon affiliate links, sending them to my next book, or sending them to items I recommend, or same in the emails. Like you could even put it in there. And even though I'm selling a book, I'm also making sales on like your Christmas shopping. So November and December was like, wow, a beautiful time of year. And look at what time I'm doing this now, end of November, like tricks of the trade. So Christmas time is just beautiful. You make like 10x what you normally make in like, I don't know, a dead month in summer. So yeah, just something to think about. Get affiliate schemes and marketing things in wherever you can. It's just literally extra money for just putting a link into something, and your diehards and your community members will definitely love it. So what else have we got? Music. You can use like Suno and Udo or what Udio. I don't know. You can Suno 4 has just come out. So I've been experimenting this month making my own music. Like I've always been a music guy, really good at the drum, good at singing, I guess. Can play the trumpet, things like that. But then when I always tried making music properly in the past with like FL Studio. I even had Albion back in the day. But it was such a time investment, and making money in music was already hard. So not only do you have to invest the time into learning, you also have to invest the time into marketing. I was just like, I'm just going to spend time on books, mate. Like I already know they make a lot of money. I'm just going to stick with them. But last month, like I got really into Suno. I've made like so many tracks. It's unbelievable. I've literally made thousands of tracks. I've released like 20 albums, and then I've got like a massive stockpile now that I can just publish for the rest of my life. Like I've literally compiled them all together into big mixed albums, and then I've scheduled them on my YouTube channel. So rather than going on Spotify where I have to pay, I'm posting it on YouTube. Like think of those like 12-hour, like 11-hour, 59-minute compilations of like music or medieval music or Templars marching in the rain or 12 hours of rock and roll music. Do you know what I mean? You make these really big, long compilations, and then you just make loads and loads of ad money off them. So because I'm a YouTube partner, like I'll just make money on that music for the rest of my life, and it's like it's done now. I don't even like. I'm waiting for Suno 4 to like improve. Like they've just released a new model, and it's broke everything. Everything's crap now. So thankfully, I've made this backlog that's going out for the rest of the year, and hopefully the model will be better in like 2 weeks, and I'll make even better music. And the snowball continues. Like it's like you make some art for your game, you make a new book. When a new model comes out, you update the art, you update your stories, you update your music. Like every time a new AI model comes out, you just do what you've already done, you remix it, you make it better, you publish it again. Then once you've done that, you bundle everything together and you make it again. And you just, do you know what I mean? It's just, I mean, it is a treadmill. Like there's no passive income here because you still have to graft every single day. But there's nothing better than just like being away on holiday and you look at your chart and it's like, oh, you've made money on Battle Babes, you've made money on your books, you've made money off YouTube. Like that residual passive income, it just feels great when you just get random sales in when you're not actually working. I mean, this is what you can put your money in investments, you put your money in stocks. Like I see all of these online content things I'm making, they're just long-term investments. It's like houses on the internet. Like that game will be on Steam for the rest of my life, making a couple of quid here and there. So you want to target these like long-term things. You don't want like these flash in the pan, get rich quick schemes. Like if you're still in the chasing the crypto scam days, like you're gonna get burned eventually. So just be careful with crypto. Like, I got into crypto like what 2018. I recognize the potential there, but I don't know. It just feels so scummy, and I just yeah, I'm not gonna get onto crypto. There's a whole channel on crypto I've done. Um, what else? I'm just scrolling through my list now. Bear with. So social media management, if you're quite knowledgeable and you've got a lot of time or you know how to like program and set up schedules for people, you can post on the social medias. You can then also offer packages where you create the content as well as post it. So, do you know what I mean? You've got to do some bartering, you've got to do some finesse, but do you know what I mean? There's money being made out there. Like I used to pay people back in the day to like promote on Pinterest, promote on Tumblr. Like I'd be writing my books and sorting all that end out, and I'd have people posting on all the different social medias, like people that know what they're doing and how to connect to the right audience and providing value to them. And then it's like, oh, by the way, he sells books here. Oh, he makes videos here. Like you've got to provide value, but you've also got to like make some bread, haven't you? Um, if you're into Excel and Docs and all of them, like you can get like into a PA role, you can get into an accounts role, maybe dabble and experiment with that. You can create courses online, like there's so many of them. Make a video course on YouTube, sell it to premium people or put paid ads to it. There's like school.com where you can like set up communities that people pay like a £5 thing and they're in for a month. And then as long as you're putting valuable content in there, that £5 subscription will keep going. Patreon, Kofi, whatever it's called, things like that. You can also do audiobooks and podcasts. So this tied in amazingly for me because I was already doing these books. So it's like, oh, why don't I just turn them into audiobooks? And boom, I've got an entire other revenue stream. And all I had to do was like pay some what they called ghost narrators to like narrate it for me. But now AI is now so good that AI can do it for you. So you don't have to. So let me just walk you through what it used to be. I'd message my writers. It would take them like a month or two to get the book to me. Then I've got to like make the cover, make the blurb, upload it, make sure Amazon's happy, blah blah blah. Then it's like, okay, right now I want to make a podcast, not a pod, an audiobook for it. 2 3 months dealing with someone narrating it, getting it fixed, finally publishing it and getting it reviewed. Like 3 to 4 months, and there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of back and forth, a lot of graft. Nowadays, it's like I just Control C, Control V the entire story or the chapter into what Elven Labs, whatever the best audio creator is nowadays, and it does it. It's just the workload is just incredible. So if you're like me that can appreciate how much time this is saving, I've got my fingers in so many pies that like every month, every day I'm getting just sales from random places. And making this video, if this ranks well, it's gonna stay in the search rankings, and I'm gonna get paid from this video. And then you can go down, you can fall down my links, you can look at Battle Babes. I've talked about my books, you can go find my books. It's just everything all just ties into each other. You're kind of making this like brand. So I made Mojo, And then Mojo, it's like Recoil Mojo is the gamer. Then it's like Mojo Flow is the writer and the singer. And do you know what I mean? You just make this like personality, this brand, this persona, and they all bleed into each other, and you just amass a community over time. You only need like what 1,000 people to actually really like you. They give you a £5 a month, you're sorted for the rest of your life. Like, but do you know what I mean? You've got to provide value, you got to be entertaining, you got to be a good person, I guess. Email marketing. So, like I said, for my books, what I'd do is I'd offer a free book in all my books. So before you even get to the first line, I'd be like, get 5 free stories by giving me your email. And it's like, boom, they give me the email, I send them 5 stories, and then for the rest of the life now, I've now got your email. So whenever I launch a new book, I can be like, here's my new book. And then boom, because I've sent it out to, I've got like a 20,000 email list of readers. Now, when I launch a book, all those people get the message and they see it, and boom, I go straight up the search rankings on Amazon because so many people getting spammed onto that day one that Amazon's like, oh, like this guy's hot, like people like to read this guy, we're gonna promote him, and then you like snowball that. So once you get like a spike, you kind of like, oh, I recognize that there's some people are liking this. You put your paid ads into it, like you send your Facebook ads there, you send your Amazon ads there, and it like goes up to here, and then after that it's like throwing a paper airplane up into the air, and then your product for the rest of its life, kind of just like glides back down. And do you know what I mean? It's residual passive income forever, but you've got to nail the launch, and there's a lot that goes into it. Like it was hard back then, so the competition nowadays, you're competing against people like me that have been sweating this out for 13 years, and they know all the tricks. So but it's definitely still possible. Just work harder than me, work better than me, be smarter. Do you know what I mean? I'm giving you tips and tricks here. Find a niche that is underutilized, provide your value to it, provide your expertise, and you're away, mate. So I'm going to end it soon. Streaming and with all these AI enhancements. So let's say TikTok streaming back in the day, you could literally make like £100 a day just streaming on TikTok in the early days. Like making, there was this emoji game. You'd be like there, just looking at your camera. It's like, first one to post a banana emoji, I'll give you a shout out. Bam, 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 bam. You get all these people spamming on your live, and then you get these people donating because it like promotes their channel. So I'm literally getting paid like £100 a day just to like talk to people and play some silly emoji game. Like it's not as easy nowadays, but if you're a good streaming personality, you can like set up this on Twitch, on YouTube, like Kick. There's so many platforms. Like YouTube has been my best bet. Like Twitch, I found discoverability was hard. Kick is new, so it's a bit I'm not sure. Whereas YouTube's been around forever. It's got a perf like the YouTube Partner Program. It's amazing. So yeah, enough on that. You can create software, so it's kind of similar to like the games, but anything software related that's useful, like make something or get AI to do it or get someone to like do it because making it's like SaaS or I don't know the correct abbreviation for it, but software like you make a lot of money like residual on that because let's say you make an auto clicker, something as simple as an auto clicker, people pay money for that if you add some cool features to it. So for example, if you make an auto clicker with like you know what I mean? Like you can queue steps, so you can set up long processes. So this is what I did in 2022. I'd leave my ChatGPT running, and then I'd turn my auto clicker on, and then I'd program it to then take me through like a 37-step process. And by the end of it, I'd have a complete novel. So rather than me sitting there doing Control C, Control V, waiting a minute for it to print that chapter, Control C, Control V, do the second chapter, I'd set up this auto clicker to just like do that over the space of an hour. So literally, I just set it up to do what it does, and then it does all the weird stuff for me. Like there's so many time saving tricks, and they're only getting better. The agents are almost out, so literally, you're going to be able to just share your screen. Some smart AI is going to be like, ugh, and it's going to be able to do the work you want. But we're not quite there yet. But you need to be preparing now. So like I get my some of my AI waffle from the early days when ChatGPT came out properly in 2022. Some of that early stuff is quite bad because it's like early day AI, but there is nothing stopping me in a year when AI is like insanely good from giving it that bad jargony thing and it's going to turn it into like a bit of gold. So I'm already doing that with a lot of my work. I'm upgrading my art, my music. Do you know what I mean? It's just, yeah, I'm waffling. Um, get in touch with sponsors and brands. I'm slacking on this, but they'll approach you. I get hundreds of emails a month in all my different email accounts, and the problem is combing through the crap. There's just every like 90. but for every 9, there's just waffle and spam, and then there's like 1 gold in there. But combing through all that, liaising with them, it's time wasting, man. It's just money, 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 money. So when an AI comes out, I'm gonna be like, right, go through my emails, message these people, find out who's a time waster, find out who's a scammer, and then let's work with them. Like, do you know what I mean? Like the potential of this, it's just crazy. And then finally, you need to master your prompt engineering. So everything I'm waffling about now, I've cultivated my prompts over like years now. I mean, I've always been very online, very techy, very like aware of all this stuff. So now my prompts are like they're this long, they're very detailed, they're very intricate, they're very unique. Like nobody else is gonna have prompts like me because they're just it's me basically. It's 13 years of me condensed into these prompts that are targeting exactly what I'm after. So you need to make these super prompts that make the rest of your life easy. So have like a planner that plans out your day and makes the most like time efficient use of your day. Have like your I, I've made names for them me. So my writer, she's called like something else, like this AI. My YouTube video script guy, he's called something else. So now when I'm speaking to my main I can reference like my different AIs and they can like provide what I'm after without me doing like loads of boring bloody prompt engineering. So know what I mean? Freelance as well. So everything we just talked about, like for me, I hate working with other people. Like I want to be on my own. I want to be posting content. I want people to just be buying it or like watching it or consuming it. I hate having a person above me demanding me like do this, do this. It's just not interesting to me. I like to be creative. I like to do what I want. But if you want some quick cash, there's nothing stopping you freelancing. You can do free. What is it? Upwork. You've got Fiverr. Message people on Reddit, on LinkedIn, on social medias, like see what they want and see if you can offer anything to them. Like all your fantastic AI skills you've got now. There's still people out there that don't even know what ChatGPT is. Like you can go into a business and literally change the way everything works and make them fire 10 people and just keep the one guy there. Like AI is so good now, it's eliminating jobs. Like it is undoubtedly eliminating jobs. So you need to start learning the thing that's killing the jobs. Like if you're into AI, you know what I mean? There's a higher chance that you're going to get hired over the person that has no idea what AI is. So freelance, make some money, do some AI consulting, speak to businesses, blah, blah, blah. You can create chatbots. So for me, let's say my books, I've got like a website and my chatbot on there, well, it'll chat you up. 'Cause it's like romance. It'll chat you up a little bit. It's a bit flirty, a bit teasy. And then it'll be like, oh, like you're into this. Like maybe you'll like this other book. Like create chatbots that upsell for you. So I'm not even selling anymore. My chatbots are selling for me. It's just crazy. Um, I think that's it. I'm going to leave it there because I've waffled enough. If you like this, leave a comment, show me some love. I want the algorithm to, I don't know, show me something because this is more effort than just my gaming videos, and I'm hoping it'll pay off. But we'll see. Love you all. Hasta la vista. Peace.